So do you also use Zoom for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create or update Keap contact from Zoom Registrant. So over here I'm running a edutech company and we regularly conduct live webinars. So now what I want is that as soon as a new registration is received for any of our webinar, automatically with the help of the same registration details, a new contact should be created or updated in my Keap account so that we can follow up quickly and efficiently, which can reduce the no-shows of our webinars. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Zoom and Keap. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen.
Welcome to my screen everyone. So as you know that in this video we are going to understand how to create or update Keap contact from Zoom Registrant. So as you know that I manage a edutech company and we regularly conduct webinars to provide valuable insights and training to our students and professionals. So to keep our contact list in Keap up to date, we want to set up an automation that automatically creates or updates a contact in my Keap account whenever someone registers for my Zoom webinar or session. So yes, this system allows us to seamlessly add registrant details like name, email and other things into Keap. With this setup, you can easily follow up with the resources, reminders of future learning opportunities, ensuring better engagement and helping our team effectively to manage our growing network of learners. But as you know that Zoom and Keap doesn't have any native connection, so in order to create this connection between both of these applications, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. As I already mentioned in my introduction, it is an automation software. Okay, so now as you can see that I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 hours free every month to explore the application. So here I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is Zoom and Keap. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And as soon as we're going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create or update Keap contact from Zoom Registrant, Zoom to Keap. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window for automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window for automation because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this we can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So where we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So by this you can finally understand that the actions are the response towards the commands given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Zoom because I want that as soon as a new registration is made for any of my session in Zoom, automatically my workflow should be triggered. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as configure webhook, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Zoom triggers account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, it is saying enter your Zoom secret token here. You can get the token by watching this video tutorial. So if you wish to learn step by step how to get this token, you can watch this video tutorial link given right over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow these steps one by one to get this token. So it is saying log into your Zoom account, navigate to the left side bar, admin, advanced and then app marketplace. So yes, I'm going to follow the same. We are going to open our Zoom from the left side of the bar. We are going to look for admin, and as you can see admin right over here. So yes, we're going to move on forward and you can see advanced, and now over here you can see app marketplace. So we're going to go on this app marketplace, and as soon as we're going to open this app marketplace, we have to go on this develop and then build app. And as you can see journal app right over here, and then we're going to click on create. And as soon as we're going to click on create right over here, yes, you can see over here it is asking me for the app I want to name. Okay, So I want to name my app as Keap Integration. So I'm just going to delete it and then we're going to rename it, which is Keap Integrations. We're going to move on forward. Right from here, you can see that over here is the client ID and the secret, right? Okay, so I'm going to move on forward. Over here, you can see that it is saying auth information. So over here, it is asking me for the auth redirect URL. So I'm going to enter the auth redirect URL right over here, which is https://connect.pabbly.com/callback-url. So you're going to get this URL in the description box below. So don't worry, you can directly copy it right from here and paste it right over here. And as soon as we're going to paste it right over here, you can see automatically it has been added right over here too, right? Okay, so now we are going to click on continue right over here once again, and as you can see that this is the secret token which we have successfully received. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to copy the secret token. We are going to open our workflow and we're going to paste the secret token right over here and click on save. And as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see that now it has given me a webhook URL. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this webhook URL right from here. Again, we are going to open our app marketplace. We are going to scroll down and over here you can see event subscription. So where we're going to switch on this button right from here, and now it is saying add new event subscription. So I'm going to click on this, and as soon as I'm going to click on this right over here, you can see it is saying choose a method. I'm going to select it as webhook. It is saying subscription name. I'm going to keep it as Pabbly test. It is saying event, so I'm going to add the event right over here. So I'm going to search for meeting right over here, and we're going to add an event which says registrant created, right? So I'm going to search for meeting, and as you can see over here we have received meeting registration has been created. So I'm going to select it and click on done, and as soon as you're going to click on done, yes, you can see one event added successfully. And after doing this, we're going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow right over here under event notification endpoint URL. And after doing this, we are going to click on this save, and as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see Pabbly test, we have successfully added this. And after adding this, we don't have to do anything. We are going to click on continue right over here. Again, we are going to click on continue, and once again continue. We don't have to change anything. Once again, we are going to click on continue, and now yes, you can see that we have successfully created the app. And now I'm going to add the app in my Zoom account. So I'm going to click on add app now right over here, and as soon as I'm going to click on add app now right over here, you can see that it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow. Pabbly is safe, and as soon as I'm going to click on allow right over here, yes, with this we have successfully added this app, and with this we have successfully created a connection between our Zoom account and our Pabbly's workflow. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to click on this button which says save and send as request, and as you can see that now it is saying waiting for response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission /record. So in order to capture this response right over here and to test this webhook URL, we have to do a test submission. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to create a demo registrant for a meeting. So I'm going to open my meeting right from here first, and we're going to get the registration link, and as you can see that this is the registration link. So I'm going to copy this and open in a new tab, and as soon as we're going to open this registration link, we are going to do the test submission with the help of same only. Okay, so it is saying first name. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as demo right over here. For the last name, I'm going to keep it as user. For the email, we are going to keep it as user@pabblytunes.com, and then for the city, we are going to keep it as Bhopal right over here. And now it is asking me for the phone number. So for the phone number, I'm going to keep it as this, and after entering all of these details, we are going to click on register, and as soon as we're going to click on register, yes, you can see you have successfully registered. Yes, with this we have successfully registered, and with this we have successfully did the test submission. And now what has happened is that Zoom has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. And yes, you can see Pabbly has captured response A right over here. Yes, you can see the same session topic. We are going to move on forward. You can see all the details are same. You can see the phone number which we entered, you can see the last name, you can see the first name, and the email which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as we're going to receive a new registration for any of our session, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the response and trigger this workflow. Okay, so further what I want is I want to create or update a contact in Keap, right, with the help of the same details received from our Zoom registrant. Okay, so now for my action application, I'm going to select it as Keap. So I'm going to search for Keap, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now for the action event, we're going to select it as create or update contact and click on connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Keap account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this button which says connect with Keap. Okay, so I'm going to click on this button right over here, and as soon as we're going to click on this button right over here, you can see that Pabbly is again asking me for some permission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking asking for, because as I told you that our data is secure with Pabbly. And as soon as you're going to click on allow, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Keap account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the email. So here we have to enter the email of the registrant, right, which we received right over here in the response. So you can see the email is this user@pabblytudes.com. So what we are going to do is we are going to enter this same email right over here, but we are not going to enter it manually, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Zoom as a trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger step only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Over here, I'm going to explain this with a simple example. Okay, so it is asking me for the email, right? So let's suppose we're going to enter the email right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is static information and I've entered it manually. But if we're going to map this from the previous response, suppose we're going to look for the email, and as you can see, the same. So let's suppose we're going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And now it is saying email opted in, I'm going to keep it as no. It is saying lead source ID, no, I don't wish to enter it. It is saying how do you check for the duplicates, I'm going to keep it as email. We're going to move on forward. Again, I'll only enter the details which are required. Okay, it is saying first name, so we're going to map the first name. I'm going to search for first name, and as you can see, demos, we're going to map it. Okay, we're going to map the last name, I'm going to search for it. You can see the same, so we're going to map it right over here. And after mapping both of this, it is saying company ID, so I'm going to select it as Pabbly. We're going to move on forward. You can see that it is asking me for many details, so I've entered the details which were required, right? So I'm going to move on forward right over here and click on this button which says save and send as request. So directly I'm going to click on this button, and as soon as I'm going to click on this button, yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response that we have successfully created a new contact in our Keap account with the same details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Keap and check for the new contact created. I'm going to open my Keap and refresh this contacts page to check for the new contact created with the same details which we entered right now. And yes, you can see a new contact has been created. You can see the name and the email of the same. Also, you can see the company which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to copy this registration link and do another test submission, and this time we're going to test this workflow in real time. So I'm going to open this in a new tab, and now we're going to do the test submission with the new details. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as test, last name as user only. For the email, we are going to keep it as test@pabblytudes.com. For the city, let's suppose I'm going to keep it as Indore this time. Over here it is asking me for the phone number, so I'm going to keep it as this. Over here it is saying to give the permission, so yes, I'm going to do the same and click on register. And as soon as I'm going to click on register, it is saying you have successfully registered. So yes, with this we have successfully did another test submission, and now what has happened is that Zoom has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response and triggered the workflow, and further created or updated a new contact in our Keap account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Keap account and check for the new contact created or updated. And this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send as request, but instead directly I'm going to open my Keap account right from here. And as you can see that this is my Keap account, so I'm going to go to the contacts page and refresh this contacts page, and yes, you can see a new contact created. You can see test user test@pabblytudes.com. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and also we have tested this workflow once. So now I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So over here for the trigger application we selected Zoom, for the trigger event we selected configure webhook, for the action application we selected Keap, and then for the action event we selected create or update contact, because I wanted that as soon as a new registrant is created in my Zoom account, automatically with the help of the same details a new contact should be created or updated in my Keap account too. And yes, we were successful with our workflow too. Over here you can see the two contacts I created during this video with the help of my workflow. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.